Hi, I'm Anton Webre with Norton Yachts in Deltaville, Virginia. We're here at the Annapolis Boat Show, right in front of Pussers at the Jeanneau booth, and we're currently standing on the Jeanneau 490, and we're at the bow, which is a nice roomy bow. One of the features of this boat is that it carries its beam very far forward and very far aft, which gives it a tremendous amount of interior volume as well as deck space. So we've got your standard bow roller with the pulpit, some optional seats here, the anchor locker, as well as a very roomy sail locker here to store fenders and sails and dock lines, whatever you like to put in there. There's a tremendous amount of room. Moving aft on the boat, one of the features of the Jeanneau boats and the walk-around series in particular is accessibility and stability of the boat. And one of my favorite features is when you have a traditional rig, you have a low gooseneck, so your stack pack comes up to about here, makes it just a standing spot to be able to attach your main. And any of the things you need to do when you come forward on the boat do not involve climbing up onto steps on the mast. You can do it all from a more stable deck. So walking around, we have a couple of features on the side. One of the best known is the walk around decks. So you have a clear path from the cockpit all the way forward on the boat, and you have split shrouds so that you can walk right through. As you walk down here in the back, you have the fold down coamings, which allow you to open up the boat even farther when you are at anchor, and allows a sun pad area. There are pads that go in all of these spaces to make it very comfortable space at anchor. Both sides of these can be either folding or not folding, as you wish. Walking around here, you have a nice big helm seat that's actually angled for when you are heeled over, and all of your electronics are right here, as well as your bow thruster and your windlass controls from the back of the boat. One of the other features I love about this boat is the inboard winches. So when you are controlling the boat, instead of having to walk all the way out or lean out over what would be traditional coamings, you've got inboard winches, which makes accessibility incredibly convenient for tacking or whatever you like to do. So one of the other features of this boat that I always love to talk about is just the stability. It is one of the driving forces behind the design of this boat is driving the center of gravity down, which creates a tremendous amount of stability. And I find that when I'm sailing this boat, I don't find myself reaching around grabbing for things to hang on. It's incredibly calm and stable as you're moving through the water. So as we go through here, we have a wet locker on the starboard side. This is for all of your wet goods, dock lines, hoses, bits and pieces that you want to have drain, and multiple drains in here, as well as a dry locker over on the port side for any other items that you want to keep dry. So control lines are all led aft, with your major lines being led right to the helm stations, again for very easy and convenient single-handed or short-handed sailing. You've got a nice big cockpit table with a fridge option for the front. And one of the interesting features that they also did was they offset the cockpit table to starboard, and they offset the companionway to port, which gives you a much cleaner flow into the bottom of the boat. So again, all of your control lines are led aft here. There's an optional winch on the starboard side if you want it. I personally prefer just the turning block because you can turn and just come right over to this electric winch over here. So very convenient. So as you come down, you have a shorter step series than most boats, and it's actually a little bit better sloped for accessibility into the bottom of the boat. As far as the boat goes, one thing people talk about is storage. And again, in that theme of driving the stability or the center of gravity of the boat down as far as they can, a lot of the storage has been dropped. What you gain is you gain a big sense of airiness and a light. So you have big picture windows so that while you're sitting at your settee at anchor, you can still see the entire anchorage, and you have wonderful light coming in from above, the sides, all over the place. So the storage is located in all kinds of non-traditional places, but it's also very convenient and at your level. So you're not reaching up for stuff, and stuff is not coming flying out from cabinets above your head. Of course, it's a French boat, so on any good French boat, you need a wine cellar, and there it is. So again, storage in all kinds of different and unique places, but all conveniently located. Some boats, you have an issue with having stability in when you're cooking. Again, with this boat, you have a lower center of gravity, and the motion of the boat is such that you're tending not to heel over as much as other vessels. But in addition, you have a nice spot to put your hip here and do whatever cooking you need to do. So, a beautiful settee area. Always an optional to turn this into a seat. We have a stool that comes in and out. So whether you're at sea or at the dock or at anchorage, this comes out and expands your ability for diners. Walking forward, one of the great features of the 490 is that you have a nice big owner's cabin, something you wouldn't see traditionally on a boat of this size. So you have a great big space, walk around berth. You have a shower on the starboard side, and you have a head, split and separate head on the port side over here. Coming back here for your guests, you have the option of having one guest cabin with an ensuite head, or two guest cabins. You can also convert this into a garage / workspace back here with additional freezer, fridge options. So in addition, you have excellent access to the engine, as well as the generator, which is at the back of the boat under the port helm station. One of the fun features on this boat is that you have a screened option as well as a shade option, or anything in between. So all of the hatches are covered with screens or shades, both. Forgot my favorite feature of this. There's actually a combined nav station breakfast nook area. So if you're looking for something that would serve as a home office, doesn't get any better than this. You have a lovely bench where two people can sit and your skipper can navigate, or do whatever work you need to do. So as you exit the boat, you have your propane locker, you have additional storage options under the helm seats, and then you have your generator and your space for your life raft down here. Thank you for taking the walkthrough with us. If you have any questions about the Jeanneau 490 or Jeanneaus in general, give us a call at Norton Yachts. We would look forward to answering any of your questions. Thank you very much.